Good morning, everyone. This is Srikant Rajan. Welcome to the Stock Market Podcast from mpiinvest.com, the only community where you get guided assistance to invest in stock market, bonds, mutual funds, fixed deposits, and all kinds of insurance. If you're not a part of this amazing community yet, do visit our website mpiinvest.com and join the community free of cost. Coming to stock market, the Nifty opened with a big gap up on Friday and the rally continued. In fact, we could see the Nifty opening at 17,079, which was a gap up, and from there it just rallied and continued to rally to 17,158. The Nifty closed at 17,158 on Friday, wherein the DIIs sold for 1 crore, of course, very small number, and FIIs bought for 1,046 crores. So the Nifty has been on a bang. It was booming all these days, and that's something really amazing. The major power, of course, like I spoke in the meeting yesterday, is only coming in from the short covering, the major short covering from the institutionals, which has actually led to the rally, because it's not any huge buying that's happening. And of course, the second most important thing to note is the FII selling has reduced by a big margin. That itself is amazing, isn't it? So all of these is kind of powering the Nifty. But then if you look at the market today, things are kind of not looking that great. However, I'll speak about it in a while. So coming to the US market again closed in green on Friday, and if you see, so far 56% of the companies of S&P 500 have reported results for the second quarter, and out of that 73% have reported earning per share above analyst estimates, right? So more than 73% of the companies which have reported their results till date in the US have actually come out with good results. 73% of the companies have given out better results than estimates, and that's exactly why we could see US markets kind of rallying. That means though the inflation jitters are already there, the inflation has not affected the profitability of most companies is of course good news. If you look at the Dow Jones, it has been up 6.73% in July, which is, I would say, the best month since November 2020, because since November 2020 it has been continuously falling. It was also the best for S&P 500 the last week, if you see. In fact, it has gained almost 9.11% in July. Similarly, if you look at NASDAQ has gained 12.35% in July, and it has actually broken the 3-month losing streak. So it was the best month for NASDAQ since April 2020. So with all this, of course, the US market are looking good. But then, of course, there are a lot of important data coming up with the start of the month. And also on Friday, as we have discussed, we have two important data. The first one is, of course, in India, where we have the RBI interest rate decision coming out. And apart from that, on Friday in the evening after the Indian market closed, we have the jobs data coming in the US. This is a very important data because Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell had told clearly that the next set of interest rate hike would be based on data that is coming out. So the data would be in focus. If the momentum of keeping the jobs are up in the US, that could mean that the fears of inflation and slowing down of economy can be put to rest. So that's something that we need to watch out for. So again, Friday is an important day. So Friday being a weekend, also there is also expectation of the next big result coming in from SBI on Saturday, which is after the Friday market close. So these are two important activities to look at. Now coming to Indian market, so yesterday was the last day for filing your income tax, as long as you don't have a tax audit. And if I hope all of you have done that. And as of now, the data says that more than 5.73 crore Indians have filed their income tax. So that's something really good. In fact, this is the first time probably where India has not extended the date of filing income tax in the history. So that's something really good, I would say, because that's bringing a lot of discipline back to India. So I actually appreciate and hats off to the government for that. So apart from that, a big news that we could look at is the bidding of 5G spectrum is on. In fact, the bidding has reached the 7th day on Friday, and still it is ongoing. In fact, the way things are going, it's looking very strong, and almost 1.5 lakh crore of revenue is expected for the government from the spectrum sale. Of course, no doubts and no guesses for who is the leading the bidding. So it is Jio, Bharti Airtel, Vodafone Idea, and of course Adani, who are bidding for this 5G spectrum. And as of now, of course, there's a big fight going on for UP, which is one of the largest sectors in the country. So UP is also another sector which has the highest subscribers for Airtel, and Jio is slightly lagging behind. So let us see how that happens, and if that comes out in the favor of any company, that could actually give some positivity to that stock as well. So I would say for this week, even Reliance Jio and or for that matter Reliance and Bharti Airtel would be in focus for this week. Apart from that, we did see the HDFC, Housing Development Finance Corporation, coming up with the results on the weekend. And if you see, the results were good, though it has not met many market expectation. But I would still say it is still good. The profits are growing, so I would look at it as a positive data. But then yes, we might see some stock specific movement in HDFC. But meanwhile, there's also good news for HDFC, wherein they have a company called HDFC Venture Capital, in which 80.5% stake was with HDFC and 19.5% was with SBI. So they have made a move and a share purchase agreement with SBI for acquisition of the complete 19.5%, which would make HDFC Venture Capital a 100% subsidiary of HDFC. So this can be seen as a very good positive news. However, like I've been telling you, HDFC and HDFC Bank both have been beaten down a lot of late by the FII selling. So I don't see any further big fall there. It probably could be a small fall, temporary. If at all it happens, I would say that's an opportunity to buy and add them to your portfolio. So just reminding you, I am not a SEBI registered analyst, but yes, these are just my analysis which I go through and of course share in the community as well. So coming to the Indian Oil Corporation, we do see that the results are out, and the results are not that great because they have reported a net loss of 1,992 crores. So of course, the major reason being that the prices of crude oil has been going up, and from the government pressure, they have not been able to increase the prices as well. So they've been holding the prices, and that's exactly why the big loss is seen. But I don't think that's a reason to worry, because things have kind of looking better now. Crude oil is improving. So if at all there's a fall, that would be another opportunity to add good stock with a good dividend into your portfolio. Apart from that, if you see, DLF has announced a dividend of ₹3. The ex date for the same is tomorrow. So all of you who have added DLF stocks last week can see a ₹3 dividend expected. So tomorrow we might also see a small sell-off in DLF after the dividend is in ex date is over. So that's also that needs to be watched out. So apart from that, the major results to be watched today is of course ITC and UPL. So ITC and UPL are two companies which are reporting their results today, and ITC would be majorly in focus because ITC also has been on a continuous rally for quite a few weeks, which actually might see some profit booking based on the result. So that's something that we need to watch out for. Apart from that, if you look at SGX Nifty, the SGX Nifty is indicating yet another gap up opening. In fact, it was indicating close to 315, and from there it has been continuously falling since the morning. So if you see in the morning, the US futures were down with the start of the new month, and also if you remember, yesterday we had discussed in the meeting about the China factory output going down in the last month. So with all those negativity, we are seeing SGX Nifty going downwards since morning. So if you see, though it went down from the big gap up of 17,300 range, now it is trading close to 17,250. So that's something which is a very important zone, which I spoke to you yesterday also. 17,250 to 300 is a major resistance zone. So if at all the market opens close to 17,250, there are chances we see a sell off and some profit booking. Though does not mean that market would just fall. It is just probably a normal correction and I would say profit booking, and probably a small consolidation after so much rally. So that doesn't matter, because it's rallied so much. It does make a point to actually have some consolidation before the next leg of rally starts. So that's something that we need to watch out, and with the kind of position that we're holding, I'm sure we should be into some good profits. For the Gold Club members, do remember to book the profits in the put side that we have sold as soon as the market opens, that could be a great way to book some profits. So apart from that, if you look at the Asian markets right now, we could see, Korea is kind of 0.3% up. Hong Kong is down by 0.69%. China is down by, China is kind of looking flat. And if you see, Shanghai is down by 0.28%. Japan is up by 0.38%. So it's kind of mixed again this day. So let's see how the Indian markets are kind of taking over, and that's something needs to be watched out. The Dow futures are kind of slightly trading in the negative. That's kind of fine, because after such a big rally, they do need to cool off also themselves. So with that, like I said, on the downside, yesterday we had shared the downside. I would say 17,000 is going to be the major support, and if that is broken, 16,800 is going to be the major support again on the downside. On the higher side, so that means I don't expect the market actually to go lower than 16,800 this week. And on the higher side, like I told you, 17,250 to 7,300 is a major resistance. And if that is broken, the next higher resistance would be seen at 17,500. So these are important levels to be watched for the today and this week. And looking forward to a profitable week yet again. So wishing you all a profitable week. And like I've told you, those who don't have funds to buy when the market falls, do ensure that you book some profits at this level and in the morning itself. That would be good, so that you can have some liquidity when the market sees some dip later. So with that, this is Srikant Rajan signing off. But before we leave, do press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share this with your friends to help them learn and invest together with us. Goodbye.